Better? Yeah, there we go. Come on. Okay. Secret Agent Bird here. Yes. Fly through this. Okay, time it, time. Dude, look how quickly this barrel moves. And right here, I kind of jumped off him to reach this part. Ah. Why do you think it's got all K's or O's? It's the whole point up to this point. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, see, I'm trying to set up a rapid fire here. Wow, I nailed it. Oh my goodness. Do you see the perfect throw there? Literally dominoes. And then, oh my god, I missed it. Oh dear. Yay, we did it. We did the thing. Dancing, dancing monkey. Woo, okay. Cartwheel, perfect. I love how he takes his hat off. Okay. Let me through now. This part is so hard. You have to. The rope is continuously moving right here. Like there's no going slow on this rope. You have to like go up and down on the rope here. And then once it reaches that end there, it kind of like stops. But as soon as I like grab this thing, it's just like full speed. And then it stops right there. And you basically have to like anticipate where they're moving, and sometimes there's like off-screen these here that like kind of just totally hit you. Look at this. You have to like thread the needle here. Oh snap. Most people I think would skip that. There we go, got the secret at the barrel. See, they kind of distract you with a million birds attacking you. So, that's annoying, huh? Now we're gonna do the Rhino special event. This is again to get more lives. So here we go. Same thing as the other events. Every event, it kind of just looks a little different. And we're just accumulating little golden rhinos here. Every 100 is a life up. And at the end, there's a secret, like, jumbo rhino that doubles your score. And you want to save that once you get a bunch of points. So I'm kind of getting to it now. And then, actually, you get a little more, actually, because it turns into, like, a 2x, which is, like, what, another 30 points. So every one of them has like this secret figure that doubles your points. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a moving rope for sure. Perfect. So I was trying to do a cartwheel thing to get my character up there. And now it follows me. And of course, it wouldn't be a secret entrance if you couldn't just pick up a random barrel. Okay, this is straightforward. You can literally all the secret entrances in this game are the oh boy. Is like the random barrel. So I kind of have to do this thing where I move a little. Like left and right to gain enough momentum. There we go. Oh no, maybe I needed that. Don't you just love when they put hints like that? Look at this guy. He's like so mad. It's basically the event I did earlier, but only one of them instead of two. So we got two chompers here. Look how quick it moves! All this to get a life. I thought it was gonna give me a life. Okay. Oh, for something to be a life. That didn't seem worth it. You could have easily died to that. Ah, almost got it. You can almost, like, gain momentum off those guys. The tires here. Yeah, these tires are like not accurate to real life. If anyone tries to bounce on a tire in real life, you're like nothing will happen. Like, maybe if you were a car trying to bounce down, like you would bounce, the tire would bounce up and down. Just because the car puts enough momentum downward to bounce back up. But like, if you try to like bounce on a tire in real life, candy staple. Okay, wow, 40%. maybe. Okay, now we go left. Perfect. I'm trying to, yep, get this barrel here, and we throw it. That's something that just makes our life a little easier. There was an extra life back there, an extra hit. Oh man, it's getting really dark now. There's an extra hit back there, and it's like, oh, you don't need it. You can technically go back to it and use it as a tank. Like you take one hit, but then you can pick it up barrel. Oh no, go back. I jumped high too quickly. I missed the O Kong. Ostrich. Now I should be able to fly back here. I want to backtrack all the way over here. Pick something up. Good stuff. Okay. Basically, this thing you have to do is spell the word correctly. Depending on which word you spell, that's what golden item it's going to give you. Now we can do another rhino event. And it's the same thing as last time. We're just collecting a bunch of points. Hopefully we'll break 400. And then once we break 400 here, we double back for the 2x, giving us 800, which would be 8 lives. But you have to watch your timer, because around 18-19 seconds, you have to start making the trip to the end. No later. Because how many steps it takes to get to the end over here. And then I pick up a couple points here. And then didn't actually get 800 this time. I needed a tad bit more. Okay, this game good. So to unlock it, you have to literally find the numbers and collect the number on the golden starfish numbers. And then pull up the next one. This is 1. Basically, there's 4 of them, and once you get 1, 2, and 3, the double will spawn. Double points will spawn in the 4th location. Is a little harder to get points. You can see the water physics is actually slowing my movement down quite a lot. Now, it should be down here. Keep going. I'm just dashing across for points. And right there, double points, 2x. Ooh, I actually did better on this one than the rhino. Oh my god. I can't believe the rhino one. Then again, this one has the swordfish has way more move speed than the rhino. So that's the case here. Ow. 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 That's literally what they say. Ow. Ow. Where is my secret? God, that guy looks crazy. Looks like a wild animal, really. Oh, that was an ledge. I could have fell off there. And secret entrance. This is, I believe, I go up here. And yeah, just get the basic stuff. I'm gonna use this barrel. No, it didn't let me have it? That's so weird. Oh my god. Look at the attack speed on these enemies. Like, you just get hit up. And it should be right here again. Oh, terrible. another secret entrance. See, all it is just give me... There we go, finally. As I was hunting for the G here. But basically, you just keep getting bananas. This is to help me with this guy right here. We gotta be safe. And that should break the, yep, next entrance. Next secret entrance. And here we go. The gliding ostrich, I guess you could say. Grab a life here. Very good. I bust out right on the other side. Okay, you see these little circles here? I think right here, halfway through between the two levels, if you count the number of circles, I think that's where the developer's spot is at. Or if you click on it, right when your character's walking past that point, it will enter the developer level. I think it's halfway point. Some of them, like, there's this extra time where you linger, like you look at it. If you look in the middle, it looked like Diddy Kong took a little longer to go through the dead middle of the circle there the first time. Oh, this one's rough. This one is water physics, but thankfully we have this little swordfish here, which literally negates all the slow. These poor fishes. These fish will actually hurt your character, but when you're on the swordfish, you're literally immune. You just always just dash through. I never got why they did pearl attacks. The clams did, because those pearls are like, this was like the super rare thing. Why would you be like shooting with them? Wow, 3 and 1 there. Oof, no! Go. That's what would happen to it. Oh boy, gotta be so slow here, just not lose my vid. Yay, we're so happy. Okay. Now this is like the biggest PTSD ever. We keep getting a barrel to DPS the bee, right? But every time you hit the bee, it gets red. And that's in the enraged mode. In the enraged mode, you can't hurt it. So thankfully, it does vary, kind of like a telegraph pattern here. Except for the very last one, it goes a lot longer. Oh my god! So, do you hear that? So sad. Yeah, Diddy Kong's sad. Dude, it's literally Donkey Kong in the back just looks so sad. He's like, oh, I'm not getting any airtime here, you know? Come on. Okay. Alright, this is the snow area. Basically... This is... We have the Frogger. This is a newer one, I think. I don't think I've done this one yet. This is cool. You can do a leap here. You jump, and then you like jump on the tire again. And you can get extra height. You got to do kind of like textbook inputs, though, on these little small gaps here. So otherwise, you will just drop at the bottom. And the whole point here is getting the top first is because it's very easy to drop to the bottom at the last second, but going to the top is the harder part. So I could just drop at the last second, boom, pick up a bunch of points. Where is it now? Should be over here-ish. Yeah, right here. Oh! That was so good. Dude, 872, I'm getting so good at this. I'm trying to go... Oh wait, the last one was 770. Wait, that was like 100 more. little chompers here. It sounds like they actually recorded someone chomping their teeth down like really hard in a sound studio. Oh my god, the sound effects. Wow, this snow has gotten really thick. Nice. There we go, this is so difficult. You see how it keeps speeding up the further you... Oh, God, oh well. The further you got through, it kept spinning it faster and faster. Whatever, it's just 2 bundles of bananas. I'm glad I got that over the bundles of bananas. Actually. Okay. Oh, the green ones, these ones seem a little different movement pattern than the yellow ones. Oh my god. The snow is getting even thicker, I swear. And we got time that's perfectly, otherwise we just lose it. Okay, okay. Beautiful. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Dude, it looks like the barrel is following the bee, not the other way around. Okay, here we go, exit.
Sleep.
So here we go, now we continue on. And this is good stuff right here. You can kind of see it, yeah, right there. See the rope? You kind of saw the rope, and like they put a banana on it to make it look a little easier to find. So just gotta spell it Kong here, and we should get 1 life. Yep. There we go, 99 lives. Perfect. But can we get more? Wait, did it not kill him? I thought I heard the sound effect where he died. Oh my goodness me. I have to get over here. Yeah. Dodge the bee, and then... Okay, see, there's a bunch of letters here. We're gonna spell out the creature we want. And it puts it in the order that I spell it out. So in this case, I just spelled balloon. Back. Dude, this is probably the coolest level in the game here with the ice sculptures here. Or the not ice, what is it? Crystals. Yeah, crystals. Oh no. We're gonna have to do it a different way now. Good stuff. Oh thank goodness. Yes, and I need your help. Thank you. Oh, got my nose. So itchy. There we are. Got my starfish. Or starfish. Swordfish. Yeah, starfish is in this game. Yeah, right. Okay, and that shoots me up. So the whole point is you can just go up and down this rope to get points. And if you go low enough, you get the double bundle. There's actually, on one of these ropes, there's another bundle that's lower. But you have to like, kind of like fall off of it and like re-catch yourself. Which I never got. So we got, that led to an ostrich, which led to this event. So the ostrich event is kind of the harder one. Because if you mess up your downward glide, look at this, you get a lot of downtime of having to climb back up. It's better to be high height here. flight. Let's go. Oh wow, did I get better than the other one? No, 870 was the other one. Or 877. Okay, 860 here. It's not bad, honestly. And you hear how it still makes it tick like it's completing something? This is the key in getting the 101%. We're gonna get enough ticks here to get the 1% more. And that barrel was literally to open the path. Here's my chompers here, and we go up. If you can't tell, sorry. If you can't tell, there's a lot of paths in this game. You can stay on the main path and like instantly finish the level, but then there's like a 5, 6, 7 like secret tunnels in every area. In this way, we're just trying to get Kong. Oh my god, did it just get like a million times clearer to see? It was like so difficult for the longest time. Ooh. That's all I need. Later. I mean, I guess you could stop for bananas, but... Dude, that bird almost looks like a pirate. See, I don't have to do rope physics in this game if... Oh boy, I have to... Yes, okay, perfect. I did a Diddy Kong roll here. And boom. There should be one more. There it is. Okay. So... Is it blue that gives 5? See how it changes color? Yeah. You notice how the game lagged there a little? I guess that's just how it is. Back in 1994. Oh my god, that was straight for me. There was like no warning, no visual cues. I like lost my ostrich here. Alright, Kong. Great stuff, great stuff. Kong. Okay. So I'm slowly working up here. Up. And over here. Oh my god. I didn't realize they gave you an extra life so early. They think that squid was supposed to be hard. Now, there's a secret path we're gonna have to go through. I think 2 of them in here. Go. Oh, get my hand control. Wow, I didn't realize how many lives they gave you in the water level area. Like, the water level gives, like, way more lives than the other levels. Like, the above ground levels, like the trees. You get, like, 1 life the whole level. I can do this one-handed. Oh my god, look how quick he runs. I love how like Donkey Kong is so slow, he's like getting hit by it, but it doesn't matter. Because he's not the one I'm using right now. He clearly clipped through it. crazy. Actually, looks like there's something up there. There it is. We dash over. Go. Extra life. See, that time it doesn't lag. I guess it's depending upon the map. If it lags or not. So I'm just casually sprinting through here. Careful to not go left too far, otherwise I'll just instantly tank a hit. Now we loop around over here. See how we go up? Oh gosh, Grandpa. This is Grandpa giving his life lesson again. He's like, back in my day, we only had the Nintendo, not the Super Nintendo. And we had to go to GameStop and Best Buy to get all our games. Okay, Grandpa. Totally forgot about how dark this level is. Dude, look at this homie right here holding this flashlight for us. Imagine if this is like a horror game. It's like, hold on. Okay. Thankfully they use like a massive enemy in this part. Because it'd be so hard to hit like the snakes. You know it. It'd be so difficult to hit snakes. And secret entrance. Literally, anytime this game gives you a barrel, it's like a secret entrance is not too far off. It should give me the one, yep, the one banana. Look how half I am collecting the one banana. I mean, you could get other stuff, but look, I have 99 lives, yeah? So, what's the point? I mean, if there's like a 1-up, you know, I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm gonna go get it. Oh, this is a toughie. I had to clip over, clip back. Now here's the barrel. The game gave us a barrel. You know what that means. It's like literally anytime the game gives you something, just pay attention. Okay, this is the barrel until it gets to the G, basically. But also, we have the chomper here. It gives me a bundle of bananas every time I hit it, chomp on it. Leading to a point where he eventually dies. But it takes like so many hits on his head. I think this guy's harder than bosses. So happy. Look at Donkey Kong in the background. He's just not even celebrating. He's just like, whatever. Swing across. Now we're at save point. See, we're slowly progressing here. Now we white swing. Straight to, you can tell where the boss is. You see the mountain of bananas over there? If that wasn't a boss, I don't know what is. There we go. That one was easy to do. All you have to do is just roll left, and you just fall right into the barrel. There we go. Now we should have landed. Yep. We basically landed after like 2 or 3 pillars later after we started. And thanks to this guy, we can just one-shot all these bees like super easy. And also jumping on them gives height for a brief second. So now I have to get this sucker. Did it go back? did I lose him? I didn't even see where it got hit. I thought I framed it. Oh, that was so close. That was insanely close. Like, I think physics-wise, I technically hit it. How do we get this? This is the dumbest thing ever. Now we have a barrel, so that means there's a secret. There we go. And hey, we did it. Wow. Alright, here's boss. Now this one is actually easier than the first boss, I think. Now this mechanic is doing here where he jumps an extra amount of times. That only triggers if you run away. Technically he would do a short jump. Because I'm so far away from him, he does a longer jump. The Nintendo banana again. I love it. Oh gosh. Go. And now look where we're at. You saw how like each chunk. Oh gosh, we're making such great progress. Ooh, I'm like a ninja. Unlock the TNT barrel. We had to get on the chain for the height. Now that one is something that almost no one gets. And all that for a life. That one's extremely hard to find. Like literally if you didn't know it was there, like I don't know how anyone is supposed to find it. Maybe you're supposed to replay the game a million times and just look around or something. I don't know. But that one, I don't know, like, to me that one seemed like a little too hard to find. We send it again because we gotta do Donkey Kong, and now this is country. And if you literally jump too early and get the wrong letter, you won't get the reward. Basically, it'll just be like, nope. Where is it? Being in there like that. I really don't like those guys. They kind of like the highest DPS enemy in the game, chucking those barrels like that. And, where is it? It just kind of annoys me. I kind of wish they didn't have those enemies. Now, ooh, gotta juke this, juke that. See, it's an oil barrel, so that's where the fire comes from. For some reason, the fire in an oil barrel can start and stop every couple of seconds. Clearly, there's like a tiny tad of oil in there. Okay, let's juggle this. We're literally waiting for the fire to stop. To get the height there, so that's why I jumped off of it. And that gave me the G. So you can see the next save point way down there. But what you could do is, if you're paranoid, is just double back and go to the first save point, second save point you passed already. Just save there again. Because pretty much if you die, you have to like start over. Unless you have the save point. Okay. Oh. Dirty. Some off-screen birds like that. Come on. We have to focus on this part. This part is really hard. Okay. Bananas go with the moving platform, essentially. You pretty much have no control which bananas you get and how you get them to the platform, just kind of RNG moves. But the whole point of that is to get bananas, yes, but also to skip part of the level that you don't need to go to, because anything in between the entry and exit has been moved out of this game. This is the purple one, which I think has more bananas, but also gives it like a... I can't remember what color balloon. I don't think it's red. Oh gosh. That was so close. Wait, did someone get hit? No. Okay, we're good. Literally, if you get hit like that, you lose a monkey, and then the second hit, third hit, you die, basically. But you could skip that if you started that event and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Just turn around and take the path out. Okay. This is interesting. I don't remember beavers at this point. On a floating piece of wood in the air, there's a beaver. Whoa. You gotta be careful when you're collecting that letter there, because the bird kind of throws it at different angles. If you approach it at a different angle, it'll approach it at that angle. So I'm just tired of these guys, so I'm just gonna let them walk off the platform, and then boom, we're done. This guy, I don't even know how you're supposed to kill him. He's like, it seems like you just dodge it or something, or maybe you're supposed to take a hit on him. I don't know. Either dodge or take a hit. In my case, I just jump down and skip the event altogether. Yeah. Still on the right, they had the golden frog thing. I mean, I could get that, but then I don't really need the lives anymore. So in this case, I'm just trying to get the life because it's just going to give it to me. The other one I have to not get. Look, see about halfway through? Boom. Developer level right there. Ooh. Up here we go. Nice. Now this secret right here should skip a quarter to a half of the level. Should push you out where you need to go. I can't even see what that is. What do we get? Do we get sanitation or something? come on, come on. Okay, that's not good. Ooh, nice. I think technically on these ones they'll let you mess up by like aiming your gun up. Technically you could aim it down, but everyone like fails aiming it up, so it launches you to the next one and you like skip what you were trying to get. Yo, where's Kong at? Oh my god, that was like the most obnoxious bee. Mosquito type thing. Okay. Dude, this bird has like a serious vendetta against me. Every level, he's like attacking me. Okay, we got Kong. We can pretty much leave here. After this secret room. Look at it, it's like a fireman's pole. And basically this one doesn't go up. I have to jump to the other one going up while dodging the bee. Oh my god. Can't believe I got that many on the rebound. Okay, now here we go. I got save. Let's see what percent we're at. 78. That is a good percent save, especially how far we're into the game. This is Poison Land. So we had basically 2 levels of really nice looking stuff, and the 3rd level it like starts straight down. The 4th level gets really bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god. Down and up, just to go through. Oh boy, here's another one. Who designed this? Oh. That moves out of my way. This should be the N and the G over here. Hello? Cut through here, swordfish style. See, that part right there, like, I knew it was there. But, like, how is anyone supposed to know that enemy's spinning there? Just, like, dumb luck? G. Oh my. What? Come back, come back, come back, come back. Be cool, be cool, be cool. Stop. Now I have to go look for a life barrel. The things I've been throwing away the entire game. What's interesting is, like, if I go to the next level, I still won't have Diddy Kong. I have to, like, physically pick up a life barrel in the next level to free her. My story takes me back, seeing you here. See, he wasn't listening, and so he's like, bang, 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 bang. Hits him on the head. And pretty much he'll do that if you try to skip the dialogue too quickly. He'll go, ow, ow, ow. There we are. I believe this is it. Oh, come on. Thankfully this minecart is like an auto. So this is a secret path up here. Boom, boom. Let's see if I get it. Well, you can't even see the middle one, but it's there. Okay, again, here we go. We're going for 400. Okay, now I'm doubling back. 348. I'm going for the 2x real quick because of how hard it is to get to. Now, if I have any spare time, I'll. Ooh, 5 seconds wasn't enough. That's not spare time. Oh my god. Look at my lives we have. Jump over this. We're trying to avoid the bees here. That was okay, now we're going for frog here. Those are really hard to do, basically. Up. So basically at the end of the, we're like on World 4 essentially of like this game, and at the end we get to fight a boss, final boss, on like a pirate ship or something. It's pretty cool. Using this bounce wheel, it's gonna move with me to pick those bananas up. Who cares? Last banana. Wow, I landed right on the enemy. What a great skip. Boom. I want the little monkey here just for glides. This is tanking. Yep. This beats the barrel just to tank that hit. See, he can glide and roll in both DPS and increase movement speed on harder jumps. Donkey Kong cannot do that. What would that be in there? Follow the perfect arc of this rope to get the bananas. You didn't. Whoa. Making another. And yeah, there it is right there. Okay, this one is timed a little different because all I wanted to do is get the cross. I want to cross. And there we go. We're riding the barrel. Look at this. Like, I don't think you had to ride the barrel there. Oh my god, look at that, they're holding hands. I just realized that. barrel boss. Snakes? Snakes! It's a snake! Jumpers. Hopefully these are, yep, the one-hit jumpers. Oh, that was so close. Tab out here. Not tab out, but tag out. There you go. Now, I believe Donkey can throw Diddy here. Okay. There we go. Basically, killing his enemies. Killing his enemies damage the barrel. Okay, so. Okay, there's the ship right there. But we gotta like turn the lights on the ship in order for it to it's really weird, in order for it to start the boss fight. So if you didn't notice on that platform, it had a fuel meter, and picking up fuel made it have more fuel, but I didn't need the fuel. I was falling into a hidden barrel, which literally you wouldn't know that barrel was there unless someone told you. Some of these barrels, people just like guess. Like, see how there's fuel in it? And I pick this fuel up and it like, see it recharges the fuel here. That's good. And I'm just continuing on here. Hit this enemy, use it as a bounce pad. Getting fuel on a one-time jump pad. Oh. Can I skip this? No, this... Oh, I might have been able to reach the O. Oh, I'm about to lose my pad here. I gotta grab this fuel. Perfect. Next, fuel again. Game again just to get bananas. Oh, good. So look at this. You could technically skip like one fuel barrel if like you messed up. You could skip like one barrel of fuel, and that's kind of it. After that, you have to get like a perfect. After that, there we go. Let's try to put it on the. Excuse me. On the thing. Randomly get hiccups. I'm not even like drinking anything. I don't know why it happens. Oh my god, the fuel was so scarce at this point. There we go. Ooh. I'm just coasting on fumes right there. Excuse me. Oh god. There we go. I don't know why. I'm gonna have hiccups the rest of the stream, I just know it. My buddy do the hand slap. He comes back in. Mr. Rhino. I'm gonna use him to break a wall open in a second. There's the backup. That's barrel TNT. If you didn't get Rhino, you could have used that barrel TNT right here. That's this point. So basically, I'm like jumping on them. Continue this way. I swear someone is haunting me right now or something. I jump, and I jump, and I jump. Okay. I just casually go through here. Oh my god, I didn't realize they dashed forward a tad. They kind of move a little in there. And then barrel open secret, because that's how this entire game is. Some of these secrets, like, you could easily skip. It's like 1 life. Okay, over here. Wow. I can't believe I got that one. I was kind of guessing. Just like come out of the event. Okay, here we go. Okay, you kind of see that thing above there? Where there's like a bit of yellow? That's the boat. I know it's really hard to tell if the pixels are not all there because this is 1994. And they didn't have room for pixels. I guess it's polygons, but like, whatever. Oh, I'm in a haunted mansion area. Look at this. Scary. Yeah. I don't know why snakes are coming out of a barrel like that. They would never do that in real life. Okay, and up. And over. Perfect. Do iframe rolls. And I thought, yep, there it is. I actually couldn't remember. Up, just for the K. Good stuff. And then in, and then down here again. Now this one, I think you could actually kind of predict. It's kind of unfair though. Like if you miss this, you would miss the entire Kong message. And I guess some people that'd be really harsh because they might have needed that like extra life. No! Oh well. I just gotta be careful here. Juke this, and we go into here. We got the swordfish game, which is going to give us more lives. It's the exact same swordfish minigame. So, I found 2 very quickly. You technically don't have to get all these stars in here. You just have to, like, find the room. So, up and over. We should see, I think this is 1 up here. 1 or 3. This side, up here. Ah, 1. So clockwise, I think 1, 2, 3 on the left side. Counterclockwise, I think. 1, 2, 3, and then at the bottom, basically 6 o'clock is the double. Yep, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then the double points is at 6 o'clock. Here. Now I have like 2 seconds to get these bonus. Wow, 800. I'm gonna call that a victory. Like, it wasn't 870 or 900, yeah, but it was like 8 lives. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Doing a barrel roll. Oh my god, why are these armadillos, like, so aggressive towards you? They just, like, are chilling, and then they see me, and they're like, I'm ready to murder you. You know what I mean? Nice. I kind of feel like those snakes at the end, or, I hit something. Those snakes at the end, went faster than the previous snakes. Oh my god, is it me or is this area super dark? There we go. You can kind of hear that. You hear that? That's me every time I'm turning something on. You see the little barrel for it? God, I can't do high pitch. It's like so high pitch. I have like 0 high pitch to me. I can't even get up there. You know, it almost sounds like a modified, like Discord modified that sound to be a notification. That's what it almost sounds like. There we go. We took that hit just because I wanted to get the barrel above it to open the secret thing. We got bananas like crazy. And... whoa. Wow, I wasn't expecting that to happen, I think. I thought it would let me finish the area first. Now we're on the ground here, and then we do the basic leaps. See how I'm like saving the right side at the end? I mean, technically you could just like ignore the first 3 packs and then go straight for double points, but it's not as efficient. Wise, because double points literally doubles what your current points are. So if you just use it too early. I'm doing an extra loop here, and then oh god, oh this is risky. This is risky. I am very close to missing this. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Bunch of lives. Ooh, I didn't realize it shot me out there. I thought the enemies didn't spawn if that happened. You see how the light's going off? And I have to like kind of like hit the light here. Keep it on. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. Oh. It's like someone keeps turning off the light switch. There we go. Okay, good. Now we have a save right here and then a level boss. Now we're really far into the save. We're almost towards the end-game boss. And look at all those piles of bananas. There we go. You literally might not, or you could know where this was if you went left when you started the game. You would see like a barrel down there. But I guess we wouldn't know to jump into its off-screen platform. So now that drops me right through halfway. I pretty much skip half the level by going to that thing. But thankfully, it takes me to the beginning of the half point where I don't miss Kong, so I don't have to play it twice. Yo, these things are so suicidal. They're like rolling off the edge here. Look at it, it's just going to nothing. It just falls in oblivion. Are they crazy? Again, these are limited time platforms. They only see they keep going till they like go off the map. There's like there's no brakes on them. Do a barrel roll here, boom, boom, and you see the platforms don't trigger if I just keep jumping on the enemy like this. Oh my god, nice. Okay, I just had to get him out of the way. Right now, and we're going down. my god, this platform's almost like glitched together. See, I'm gonna have to kill this enemy to get them off the platform. And getting them off the platform gives me like the path I need to get calm, the letters. And so that is what I am doing here. Oh boy. I messed up this up last time. Look, there totally looks like they're holding hands. Look at that. I think they're just looking up, but it totally looks like they're holding hands there. Okay, it takes me right to the exit here. Alright. Now we have Grandpa and we have the boss. Someone talk to Grandpa first. Who told you I was here? Funky Kong. See, every time he gives you life advice, he's like, he just hits you. You better listen to me, son. Here we go. Now this is like, we saw the overview map before. This is like the bananas of the overview map. So this one, I think, is more hits and it's faster movement. Wow, he did way more than I thought he was going to do there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And the Nintendo banana. Okay. Now here's his ship, right over here. There's the boss. Oh my god. You can kind of see the island in the background. You see that? That's like the island we were just on. It looks like we're like 10 miles away now or something. Now he's doing the bomb mechanic. Look at his hands are kind of like shaking and moving with every bomb explosion, and he comes over to me. That was like his giant leap he does. Dodged. Now the bombs aim where you physically are standing, so you just have to like move the last second. That one didn't for some reason. Is that a double hit? Pretty much, I have to jump on him when his crown is gone, otherwise it like can't hurt him. And that's when he throws his crown as a DPS. Now there's an after credits scene on this. Everyone needs to stay and pay attention. See how they spell everything with a K. Here we go. The end question mark. Here's our after credits scene. Are you ready? Oh. The boss fight isn't over. Pretty much is full HP again, and you have to fight him a second time. See, it's not over until you get the banana. The Nintendo bananas drop. That's when you know it's over. The whole game, they've been having that banana drop. So the fact that it didn't drop means the fight wasn't over. Made Grandpa proud because he thinks we listen to like his life advice over here, and he thinks like his life advice is the reason why we beat the game. That's what the Grandpa is basically going on about. You hear Neely? Now it's talking about my completion rate. See, these are all the bananas. Remember at the start of the game, way back when, the horde of bananas was missing, and Diddy Kong was like freaking out. He's like, oh my god, where'd all the bananas go? And the whole game you've been collecting a ridiculous amount of bananas. Alright, so this is like a cast thing. This shows all the enemies, Neki, right? So, Zinger. All the reskins of Zinger. See, if you didn't know the names, this is actually, oh, that was the guy's Manky Kong. Mini Neki. What the heck? The aquatic bad guys, here we go. Bite size, Crocto, Pussness, okay. Crumps Jr. Chomps. There's one of them that has a really funny name later. Clambo. Yeah, they got a lot of references in these names. Oh. The shark was chasing and they chased back. Now these are the next enemies. The critters. Clomp. Crash. Ah, that's what that was called. Claptraps. The enemies that were literally... Oh, that's what the crazy ones are called. Crush. Alright, now here's the bosses. This is cool how they do this. You notice how they only show like the neck? Because that's all that was on that boss. There's like no body to it. Dumb drum. King K. This is pretty cool. Now we have the good guys. Ramby. Espresso. Oh, these are so good. Winky. You know, I can totally see them naming these after like other people's cats. You know what I mean? Kongs, here we go. Is it my turn yet? Funky Kong, that was the guy who had the barrel in the airplane. Cranky Kong. Diddy Kong, and what is Donkey Kong, right? Yeah. Diddy Kong's Donkey Kong, good. Now we're really happy. He's giving me the thumbs up. He's like, yeah, you did it! Oh my god, yeah! Oh my gosh. Oh my god! They're so violent towards each other. I did this all while using one line. It took less than... Alright, now here's the staff credits. I let it run. I like Donkey Kong credits, they're so good. Now at the end, it'll show the... I'm gonna show the save file. And you'll see, I've done it. I believe I got enough bananas and enough lives to get the 101% completion. You know what I mean? Oh, so good. I'm telling you, sometimes like you just like do that chiropractic thing where you like pop your neck and it's like, oh, so good. You know? Hardware. Oh my gosh. 2 people worked on the hardware. Amazing. Round of applause. Those people had to work really hard, probably. Software, hardware. Silicon Graphics, Rare Systems. These must be the companies. Game director, producer, Rare. Presented by Nintendo. This is on the SNES. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna go to the main menu again after this. And then I'll show you the save file. And then I'll end it. Sleep. Okay. that's a little loud. I'll turn it down some. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you see right here, that's my health bar on the left, if anyone's confused. X just represents, you know, Mega Man X. That's like his name, basically. Oh god, I got hit. And this is a, let me turn the sound down a little. Holy smokes. This is a side-scroll basing game, so it scrolls to the right basically the whole time. You can go back to the left, right? You can go back there. I mean, but there's like no point. But what interesting would happen is if you were to leave this screen, go off screen and come back, you see right there, that enemy that dropped the claw down, it respawns. The second the enemy comes off screen, you can, they will instantly respawn as if you never saw them. Like if this was your first time seeing them in your life. The enemy itself respawns. So you can actually farm HP. You see the health bar there? I went back one time. I forgot about this guy. Oh man, so this is basically a mini boss right here, if you haven't guessed. It's teaching you a mechanic. You see how the enemy is coming towards you, you shoot at the eye right there, it instantly destroys it. The boss timer is basically slowly going to the left, and there's two ways to do it. You basically keep shooting at its wings, you know, the propellers at the top, and you kill it that way. Or you can get hit and basically glitch through the enemy, and when you glitch through it, here we go. The best point to hit this is at the propellers at the top. And you see right there, when I fired a charge shot, it went through multiple enemies. Mega Man X has a blaster on him, right? And this blaster, basically the longer you charge it and stuff, it will allow the character to slowly come do a more powerful attack. So if you want to time your damage to be more productive, you can. So what common times people do is they hold the charge button down at all times. So as they're walking, I'm holding an extra button to charge my blaster. So when an enemy appears on screen, my fully charged blaster usually will like one-shot them instantly, and they instantly die. And right now, these are the annoying enemies. They have spikes on them. They have serve no real purpose except to destroy your health bar. And so what I'm doing here is for fun. In modern days, they'd probably make this an achievement where you can destroy the driver and ride on the car. It's like the funnest thing you could ever do. So right now, my health bar is really low. But because this is the first level, it actually doesn't matter too much. Man, that sound is like so loud. Let's turn that down a little more. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So here's the mini boss right here. It's dropping goons, you know, or like extra ads, as you call it. And then this is the actual boss of the level, which you will actually see later. You see how it's interesting enough. The I intentionally died there quickly on purpose. Interesting enough, you see how he's actually in a suit. It may be hard to look at, right? The purple at the top is actually a person in a mecha suit. Down below, you see this? Now this is my friend right here. He's coming to help me. I'm gonna just let the game show his name, because he's such a famous person. Oh my god. I wasn't powerful enough. X, you shouldn't be blah 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 blah. Okay, so basically this is the chat. And basically because it was 1993, they didn't have enough physical memory to store audio lines and voice acting lines in the game itself. There wasn't enough space to put it there. And so they play this sound effect over and over again, and it repeats as dialogue is changing on the screen. And that's basically the cheat code right there. And the point of that cheat code is they didn't even have saving. There was no saving your game. What you would have to do is enter that cheat code in, and the developers made a save state in the game. Or if you enter this cheat code, it would unlock the game, have everything unlocked up to that point of the game. So you would have, basically, there was no saves in between or goals or nothing like that, or you couldn't save, you know, they didn't have that. So basically what the cheat codes did was was like mini save states the developers had to pre-make for your progress. And so as a kid, what you had to do was write that code down on the screen. And if you failed to write it down, you completely lost all your work. You'd have to replay that level again, or never turn off the console itself, because it would remember your game if the console's left on, but if you turn it off, everything is lost. And so a lot of times your parents would like turn off your console accidentally, or oops, didn't mean to, and you just lost all your work. So you had to have your save state code written down this part is hard to jump, to actually get back in. You notice how the enemies damage you is quite unforgiving here. When they hit you, they actually do a large portion of damage. And that was because games believed in difficulty back then. Like, if you got hit 5-6 times by an enemy, these are like regular non-boss enemies. 5 or 6 times you died. It was game over. Now this is a power-up. And this is basically a scientist who we work with. And the whole point of his character is this is a hologram talking. He's not actually there. And he says, I've empowered your suit you're wearing right now. That's what he's wearing. He's wearing a little blue suit. That's like armor he's basically wearing. And for some reason, he like airdropped and placed them into the levels as you play the game. You will find more and more of these to enhance your character's power. And you get stronger and stronger. And basically, you want to be at max strength before you fight the final boss. So today, I'm going to go through and get 100%. Grab all the E tanks, which is actually basically more life, more energy. And if you need health, that's what it's for. Returns health to your character. But this power-up in Pacific is going to give me the shoes. Now, you notice I'm like standing here. Excuse me. Yes, I'm standing here for a second. That was an actual game pause. The game physically wouldn't let you move your character. And the whole point is, like right here, this is automatic. You see, that's just to teach you. Now I can slide. So now you can basically move like 2 or 3 times faster than you normally could. And the whole point of this is to get through levels quicker, which is the main reason why the developers put it at the very beginning of the game, super obvious part of the game. And because this level involves ice. Now what's interesting about this level is I chose to play this level first because it's the most optimal level in the rotation to do. Here's the mecha suits I was talking about earlier. And this game, if you kill the bosses in a certain order, it will actually introduce different mechanics in the level itself. And we'll get into those later. I think I need the fire power up for that. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through that level again, and I'm going to show you the other route. Oh wow, it starts me right here. I didn't realize that. There's another route you can actually do right here. Come on, if I can. This enemy is so obnoxious. This is the other route, you see? There's multiple ways to get up here. But this top route lets you avoid the enemies down below. So it's kind of like a something you learn. But basically, you saw the platform was a little shorter. There's going to be a power up in there. And you need, actually it's the fire power to break it. Because we're on the snow level. You need the fire power to like destroy stuff. So it's kind of like obvious. But maybe not to everyone. And so in this game, there's a certain order you fight the bosses, and the optimal order lets you, basically the boss you kill first, which is this one, is Joe Penguin, right? Joe Penguin's power is going to let me fight the next boss much easier. It's basically the boss's weakness. And so the hardest level you actually face in this game is basically beating the very first boss when you don't have a power that's giving you an advantage, because the power itself is allowing you to do like 4 or 5 times more damage than your charged blaster. It's like very strong. But it has a limited resource, so you have to use it sparingly. So right here, I'm having to time my shots. In this case, I timed where I got Show Penguin off the snow thing right here. Yep, you see how it moves its little penguins it puts on the ground. If you break them, it eliminates the point of him grabbing that lever up there. And what it is the enemy. Oh no, I died right here. And so now we have here, okay, we're gonna do this fight again here. So basically I got killed by, I think it was the ice, oh no, this is bad. I got killed by the ice figures. And so, because my health bar is smaller, it's harder. So this boss fight is, basically the easiest way to do this fight is to charge a shot up, stay in this little corner up here, and then you shoot at Show Penguin, basically right there, right as he's on his little arm up there he's holding on to. And so, but the second easiest way, I guess the more casual way, if you find that too difficult, is to fire the pea shooters at Show. I can't even focus. I'm talking. Fire the pea shooters at Show Penguin to slowly whittle his health down. So basically, we had a life system, and that's what that was. When I died there a second time. It's like, oh, you're out of lives, which you can actually pick more and more up. There's certain levels where you can get additional lives. You can actually pick those up. But what's interesting enough is all the bonus lives that you pick up, they don't carry over between your save states because the developer didn't add them in because it's a developer-made save state, not your personal save state. So collecting a bunch of bonus lives actually only is useful if you plan on playing the game for more than one boss fight, basically. So if you do a boss fight, find a bonus life, the next one you play, this boss fight will allow you to have the extra life, otherwise no. So the little blue circle there is the ability kit. You get more powers from that kit. So I have a limited resource right now, and the little blue circle gives me more resources back. But right now I don't have any power-ups, so it's useless. So it's because it's the second time through, it skips the power up there. Oh man, these flying cranes are so annoying. So you have to be patient here. Some of these enemies are like, if you just go backwards to the left for a second, you can literally just dodge their attack. You like juke their damage. You go to the left, you dodge all their damage, and then you can continue on. So this is the mecha suit. I'm gonna take this. Take the shortcut right up here, and I'll get this power up later. There's actually, I think it's a reserve tank, or not a reserve tank, but a E-tank where you can get more HP on your gauge. And so after I get a certain power up, I have to come back later and get it. There's the snowballs that actually grow into a giant snowball that decays. But you can actually, if you have a charged shot, you can break it. But most times it's better to just dodge it. You can see how annoying this is. Alright, here's Show Penguin right here. I don't know, this is basically kind of like the loading of the game, and that's why they have like 2 locked doors. Okay, so you see when he's on the ground like this, you can't hurt him. So you see how he put the frost in the air and it moves your character. You didn't jump in front of him by choice. I'm going to try to get in the wall. Dodge the ice attacks. The thing is, if I'm on the wall, I don't want the frost can't move me to either side. Ooh, that was close. Now he does the belly roll right here, belly slide, after basically taking too much damage from the charge shot. Now he's summoning 2 more. I'm going to shoot him when he jumps up here. After he does his guess he's shooting ice out of his mouth attack. I don't know what it's called. If you look at my health bar, I'm almost dead. And that's how these fights go. You have to play them perfectly. Oh, no. That leap was literally the entire level. Hold on a second.
Sleep.
Okay, so we're back. So, basically, I have it paused right now. It's an emulation thing. Basically, what happened is my friend's tires got slashed, and so they needed me to drive them 1 mile, 1.5 miles, to do a police report and go to the station and, you know, paperwork and stuff like that, and insurance stuff. And because their tires are slashed, they can't, you know, drive their car. So, I had to go. It was like an emergency situation, so I normally don't just pause in the middle of the stream like that, but I went and helped them out really quick. So what I'm going to do, okay, let me just get back. So basically I'm fighting Chill Penguin right now. If anyone's curious. I'm going to unpause it and then resume the thing down here. Hold on. Let me, okay, so here's the Chill Penguin fight. So now we're back. Okay, so the whole point of Chill Penguin, I'm going to just rehash it again. This Chill Penguin has a mechanic, a belly slide. He shoots chunks of ice, and he also summons a frost copy of himself, basically. The frost copies of himself move when he pulls the lever at the top there that causes a blizzard. And that is the whole mechanic of the fight. And basically, you have to do this fight perfectly in order to kill Chill Penguin, because basically, if you look at his health bar, he has way more health than us, and he does way more damage than us. And so basically, if it was just my health bar, the same as his, the fight would be over already. But because the boss is a little harder and stuff like that, and I don't have his weakness yet, because in this Mega Man game series, you play according to a certain boss order. And so I was trying to get to in the last video. Yeah, there's a certain boss order you do. And so I finally killed Chill Penguin. And when I killed Chill Penguin, he's going to give me his frost power now. Now that I have frost, it'd be a good idea to fight the fire boss next. Because frost, you know, is the weakness to fire. It does like 4 or 5 times more damage than my regular blaster. Limited resource. Okay, so I kind of just skipped the screen. Okay, so here we go. We're doing Storm Eagles next. Eagles. Think of a grocery store. Storm Eagle next, because the fire level has an interesting mechanic. Wow. An interesting mechanic to it. In the fire level, there's lava on the ground, right? Lava is physically on the ground, and normally you have to do a platform hop from platform to platform. But if I beat Storm Eagle, I'm never gonna say it. Right. Storm Eagle's level. If I beat Storm Eagle's level, the boss at the end of this level, the flying ship, will actually crash down and affect another level. Man, these claws are so annoying. You know these claws, the whole point of these claws is to grab you, take you over a gap, and then let go of you so you die. That is the whole goal of these claws. Oh, I don't miss you. This is like a mecha tank unit right here. And so basically, you see how there's like a different mechanics there. They have the missiles, they have the regular shot, then they have the lightning on the ground. Depending upon how much damage they've received, depends upon what skill they use, and also depending upon the seed of the game, you know, the time, the exact second of the day, affects what they start at. So their damaging skill might start at a different number, and that different number will let them start a different attack. But most times people just go through it because it's an extremely easy enemy to kill. So these enemies are actually pretty nice. The platforming part of the game is right here. And you pretty much have to just kill the enemy in your way, because otherwise if you jump on the platform, it will cause damage to your character. So this is the extra life I was talking about. You saw it's like my face, basically the Mega Man face. That life is only good as long as you don't restart your game. So in this case I won't be restarting, so it's actually useful. But if I were to like you enter a dev code, as I mentioned earlier, and then come back, the life would be pointless. So I was checking for secrets down here. I'm trying to remember, there's a certain area, I don't know if I passed it or not already. I may just have to go back and get it later, because I know there's a certain area where you need the helmet power-up. So this is Storm Eagle's ship. I'm entering the locks right here. I go down the lever. I take this drawbridge up. And this is what's interesting. The ship itself destroys itself, so you have a battlefield to fight Storm Eagle. It's very strange how that happens. I've never really seen that before. The battlefield itself destroyed, like a perfectly functioning ship. Just destroyed millions of dollars in damages just to of a fighting field. So this fight is all about wind and movement. And so that's why we had to do Cho Penguin's level first, because it's virtually impossible to do this level if you didn't pick up the power-up for the shoes in Cho Penguin's level, where you can slide quickly. See how I'm sliding across here, dodging. Oh, I got hit, but dodging the Storm Eagle's attacks. And technically, if you can time a charge shot correctly, you can hit Storm Eagle as he's flying through the dives from left to right. You can actually time the air dive shots and actually do damage when you're not supposed to. And when you're doing damage when you're not supposed to, it's basically free hits. You can kill Storm Eagle so quickly. Like literally in like, I think it's like 7 or 8 passes, he's dead with 7 charge shots. But right now I'm doing it the casual way, where I'm just trying to just use the pea shooter. Do you see how it's a non-charged shot? And the green shooter where it's it looks like a little swab of toothpaste, I guess, coming out. And that's basically, was it 2 or 3 pea shooter shots? And basically every tier of charge is like 3 more of the previous. And you do more and more and more damage. So it's very good. You accumulate more and more stuff. Oh gosh, that was close. You accumulate more and more and more. Here we go. So I'm hugging the left here because he's just going to keep using the wind to push me back. And so I have time to do some free shots here. He's so close to death. A fully charged shot should kill him right here, which is why I'm charging up. He's about 7 or 6, 5. There you go. Right there. He's very close to death right there. Now this is another level where you could have got his weakness, Storm Eagle's weakness, but he, again, it's another easy level where it's just about mechanics. And if you just figure out the mechanic of the fight, you can just, you know, kill it with your blaster, and it's fine. And so now I got a couple of powers now. And you see how this is actually the elephant fight. It doesn't look like it, but you see how it's an elephant from the trunk, flame moth over here, yeah? The trunk actually shoots out oil in this fight, spits it on the ground, which is quite interesting. And then the fire on the level itself will, well actually, you see how the level has ice? That's because I killed Cho Penguin. The ground is not magma anymore, it is ice. And so that helps. And then the fire from the, I got so distracted. The fire from the trunk of Flame Mammoth, he spits out fire and oil. Nice. You see that? That's basically a life increase. And basically it was impossible to get to. I'm never going to finish this. I know, I'm never going to finish it. I keep getting so distracted. It's kind of hard to play this game and talk at the same time. So that was an additional life on the fire. And then basically the Flame Mammoth fight, he shoots out oil with his trunk and then he spits out fire later and he makes dangerous spots on the ground. And that's his gist. And you see right there, those little drops of acid right there. Very dangerous. For some reason, those are leaking right there, you know, and you take lots of damage. Oh, man. So I'm using the wind power here because it goes past the shield mechanic of these guys. It just completely goes through it. So right now, I'm at the boss fight here, but look at my health bar. Very, very low. So we kind of just sped through that level real quick. Here's Flame Mammoth. This is what I was talking about earlier. There's the trunk. He jumps. Wow. He, basically, I have an extra life, which is what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to switch to my power-ups. There we go. And so it didn't matter that I wasn't full HP getting into it. So he's going to basically, at the start, he's going to go in and jump. He does a bunch of short jumps. Then after short jumps, he's going to put down, okay, just checking something. He's going to put down some oil on the ground and then shoot fire. And that's basically the gist of his mechanics. And the wind actually helps put the fire down. Like in this case. See, this is him shooting fire. Right here. There we go. You see how I'm doing crazy damage because this wind is his weakness right here. You see how it actually is doing additional time to the boss fight. You see how the animation of the wind is actually very long length? Every second of that wind going through the boss is ticking damage again, damage again, damage again, and so it just destroys his health bar. But it updates. The health bar updates very slowly. It doesn't update immediately like a damage over time effect. So it just shows a huge chunk of damage missing. So this is the next fight. Electricity. We just call him Spark or Sparky. Here's Electricity. This is the boss fight that we fought Stormingle for. And the goal of this fight was, normally this level would have electricity flowing through it and make the level a lot harder. But because Stormingle's ship landed on this level, so the power supply, I guess, of this level, the electricity is no longer flowing in this level. And because of that, it's going to make the fight easier. And so, because I have fire here, these enemies just get obliterated. Fire is kind of like your highest DPS skill in the game. Alright, so here's the toughie. This thing can actually trap you in his little bubbles right here. And try to drain your health. And so, it's actually an underwater creature. Oh man, that was really close. It's actually an underwater creature. And the underwater creature is in a water bubble. Which is quite strange, to be honest with you. There we go. So I ran out of fire, so I just had to use some wind to do some last minute damage. Now the hope here is I find an enemy that's going to give me a blue orb. And this blue orb will recharge my my special power bar. You see right now? You see right now I have a meter for wind, but my fire meter is actually empty. And so this blue orb is charging it. Once I find one. See right now that's just health. And it's almost like certain death. It like wasn't even worth going down there. And you see how the enemy's back again. That was the mechanic I talked about a little while ago. Where every second of walking through this level is actually, the game treats it as if this is your first time ever going to, because again, there's no saves. The game can't save that you've even entered this portion of the level. It doesn't save anything. So, if I go back and forth, it will actually, well, I think I have one more life here. Yeah, one more life because of the extra one up. It will actually not remember it. So now, basically the exact same enemies I fought already, it doesn't save it. So, oh, we got lucky. We're gonna go through it as if this is our first time again. The enemies, normally in modern games, like the enemies would, oh, where was that earlier? That was a full heal, essentially. Oh, perfectly timed. You see how I started the attack off screen, and then when it later came on screen, because I moved over, side scrolled it over, it gave me the oh man, I got hurt there. That was a lot of damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're going up here. It gave me the heal and stuff. And power up. Okay, so right here we have to be very careful, because the same thing that gives us, oh, here we go, jackpot. The same thing that gives us a light source is actually the same thing that is hurting us. It's a give and take. And now, here's the part of the level. Oh god, this enemy's so annoying. I used an ice mechanic here. Here's the boss fight now. Here we go. Alright, so we got Sparky over here. You see why. He literally looks like he's wearing Christmas lights. So this is why I got Chill Penguin. I actually freeze him. And you see how the frost bounces off the wall because I charged the shot a little. Bounces off the wall and the backsplash freezes him. Bounce off the wall one time. If I hit him directly, it does more damage, but it won't freeze him. And so now, alright, that was much easier. You see how the boss fights go a lot quicker and a lot easier because of the power-ups. You have this power-up, you have that power-up. The fight just, you know, flies by. Alright, go away. There we are. I'm just checking. All this stuff. Good, good. And here we go, next level. Armadillo over here. This one is actually interesting. You can actually do this one after Chill Penguin as well. This is one you could do. But because we waited and did the lightning boss first, Armadillo, the armor on the Armadillo actually gets destroyed if you, well, that's unfortunate. If you use lightning on it. And so that way, with the armor gone, it's a million times easier to kill him, because basically he has armor to deflect his damage 100%. And right now we're in a cave. It doesn't really look like it. Kind of just looks like a well-structured level, but this kind of looks like this is a mining machine right here. And the whole reason I'm shooting this thing right here is I'm trying to kill it. And perfect. And if I go back this way, I believe, yep, here it is. Yep, game has secrets. And that was basically an E-tank. And as I gain health, I charge it. So because I've maxed out my current health bar, it is now charging towards my E-tank. Oh my god. Okay. And now I got the blue orb there, which gave me more special ability meter. Okay, perfect. This is a great way. These bats are a great way to charge E-tanks. It's like the best enemy to charge an E-tank for some reason. Wow, I'm just not having the good luck today. Normally you're supposed to hop on that and you the cart itself will actually kill the enemies. But because I kind of missed the train, you know, I have to manually. You see how the road bumps up and down, up and down. It would have killed all these miners. I wouldn't even have to kill them. And it would have ended about here, and I would have jumped. And then after the jump, I go for the next cart. Okay. Now I'm going to use wind power. Oh no, I guess actually fire. Fire has higher DPS. Yep, you can see the difference between fire DPS and wind DPS. Now that gives me more meter. My health bar is actually bigger now. So, oh man. Alright. I don't think I can miss this train, actually, because if I miss it, I couldn't even get to the boss fight. It actually, now these birds are actually showing you the way to get to the boss fight right here, and then you jump a little, and then secret right here is the if you jump, there's a little health, and that health kind of like helps your character. But there's also a super late game secret. What is it called? I think it's called the Hadouken or something, where you get a gun that one-shots every enemy. So I'm using Spark. Here we go. And so there's my sub tank on the left there, the little blue. He's now shocked. His armor is now off. And now that his armor is off, he has a annoying mechanic where he just fires. I'm going to use a little bit of the E-tank here. Fires this shot off a million times. I basically have to be patient here and follow his mechanical rotation. Now, interesting enough, did you see how his shot stopped doing damage to me after the boss died? That's interesting. A lot of games don't do that. A lot of games today, modern games, they let the damage continue, but back then, they just cut it off. So now we're like making really good progress through the boss. That's the game kind of teaching you, and there's the save code. So now we got 3 bosses left, looks like. This is the, what was his name again? He had a weird name. Boomerang. Oh, Boomer. Yeah, Boomer, that's it. So, well, we're making good progress here. Now, don't think this is the, if this was the end of the game, like these, the bosses, just the boss fights, that'd be a short game. The game, I think, would be like 30 or 40 minutes if you just did like the boss fights to get the power-ups. The actual fight, the late game fight of this game, after you get the boss power-ups, is like the same length of the time it takes you to get the power-ups from the bosses. It's actually really curious. And so, this is the laser grid right here. And basically how it works is you could, just sprint through it and who cares if you get shot at by the automated turrets. Which if you went to Cho Penguin's level, that makes this a lot easier. Or B, wait for the laser timer. And then when you wait on the timer, they don't actually fire unless you cross the red beam that appears. But because the damage can be anticipated, it's easier to sprint through it. Now this is actually hard if you this is your first time doing it. There's little spikes right here, and this actually gets faster and faster, and the enemies come at you rapidly. And what's interesting enough is, look, it's just slowed down a little right there. It's trying to mess with you. But when the enemies come, you can actually get hit by them and become immune to damage for a second, and avoid being crushed by the platform. Oh god, here we go. There we are. And there we go. Kill that. I leap off the extended platform to the next platform. Okay, and then it helps me climb to the next one. You see we're climbing a tower here, if you can't tell. We just went up a platform, now we're climbing a tower. Oh man, excuse me. The biggest yawn ever. And up we climb. Now up here there's an extra life, and you could wait and get it later, or if you're really good at your mechanics, you could jump out and back and try to clip on the edge there, which usually takes like 15 to 18 minutes. Or you could come back and use a power-up. And with the, wow, it just ran away. With the power-up, grab it instantly. So there's a lot of replayability in these levels, like the power-ups. Come, come and go, basically. Alright, so here we go. This is the boss fight. So we basically went through the whole level now. Here's the boss fight. Now this boss fight involves... He's actually a telekinesis boss. And the best way to deal with him is actually the chameleon power. But right now I'm trying to do the fight with the fire power. Which is actually a lot harder. The chameleon power actually animation stuck him. See how he's like appearing and disappearing and appearing again? Yes. You see how like I almost went through him right there? You see that? But it was it didn't happen. He's actually like kind of like a Pokemon. He's literally like teleporting. So I'm gonna do a charge to hit here. And you see how that power, when it hits the wall, it spreads and does additional damage. This is actually the harder way to fight him. The chameleon power would be so much easier. Oh my god, he's all over the place. Oh god. Oh, the boomerang got me on the return. I believe I grabbed an extra life on the way up, so yeah, I should just start with full HP this time. Here we go. Let's start with lightning this time instead of fire. But my limited abilities, I don't replenish, unfortunately. So here we go. Well. Actually, is this charge shot doing more damage than the... I think it is. Charge shot. It's doing way more damage than the powers themselves. Oh my gosh. Totally forgot about that. Okay, let's do something new here. This is my... X-Buster is basically your gun. And that's like my charge shot, basically. You always have that, basically. But you can see how weak those powers were compared to your charge shot. Oof, man. This boss is trying to animation lock you. That's why he like grabs you with the horns there. And then flips you up. Okay, let's E-tank this. Good, get a little bit more HP. If I can get a charge hit, that's good. Might be able to beat it this time. Oh, it's just the wrong way. Oh, so close. Yeah, these fights require you to play them perfectly. Literally, if you only get maybe like 1 or 2 mistakes in these fights, these games from like, these older games from 1993, there's like no 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 10th chance. You know, there's no easy button. You get like 1 or 2 mistakes and then you're dead. And so, ooh, I should have jumped earlier. And you saw that 1 mistake took out like what? 2 mistakes took out like almost 40% of my health there. It's like crazy. Oh, I canceled his attack. Nice. Oh man, she charged into me. Oh, this is so difficult. Oof. These older games, basically, there's no easy button. There is cheat codes, I guess. But the cheat codes back then were not meant to be cheat codes. They were actually meant to be save states. Oh, here we go. You're watching. These fights are harder than they actually appear. Hopefully, I should get it this time. It's kind of like a learning curve. There we are. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah, the thing on the side, yeah, you see all the watermelons? Yeah. That is because the game is actually producing a 360p quality. Like that was the highest quality that the game produced. That was 1993, that was like the 1080p. So like today everyone's like, oh, couldn't you put the game in 1080p? Yeah. that was the 1080p. And so now, otherwise on the sides there would just be black emptiness, so I just put watermelons there instead to kind of like fill the screen to make the 1080p, because technically it's the game just is not producing an image there. And to make it like fit better on like the Gap TV and stuff like that, is the, you know, the 1080p is you just put like a little animated element there too. Yeah. Come on. Oof. Oh, he's phasing in and out. He's actually dodging my attacks. Come on. I'm like so focused right here. I'm literally one hit away from dying. Oh my, I'm actually one hit away from dying. Okay. Oh, perfectly timed. He was juking my attacks. Every little jump where he went invisible, he was untargetable. Oh, that fight was one of the harder ones. Oof. Man, I'm so relieved I killed that fight. That fight was actually way harder. Chill Penguin was a joke compared to that fight. So there's the save code. Alright, here's Chameleon. Chameleon should be... I think that was the hardest one of them all, really. He kept staying Chameleon. I think that was the hardest one of them all. I should have Sting Chameleon's weakness now, which is the fight I just killed. It's like the boomerang power. I can actually get the bosses glitched. Excuse me. Oh. There we go. Alright, we got the firepower, which is the best short-range DPS skill. It pretty much has the highest DPS in the game. I think it's down here, yes. Thanks to my leg power. See this wall over here? It's destructible because of my leg power. Okay. And I'm dead. What I think I need to do here is use Chill Penguin's power, charge it up, make an ice platform that's gonna slide. Remember Chill Penguin? He had that blizzard thing. He could make the ice sculptures move to the side. So I'm gonna try that now. Make ice sculpture, but in our case, it's gonna make an ice platform. Oh, excuse me. My God, I'm gonna get hit by everything, but oh well. And basically, what's down here is another power up. Alright. My cat. Yes, cat? How are you doing? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, don't be annoying now. There's an extra life. There we go. Here's my mecha suit, and it can slide because of the Chill Penguin power. And what you can do is actually slide only. There's the heal. The mecha suit does actually have HP. And you see how getting hit by the mecha suit doesn't hurt my actual health bar. So I can skip past all these enemies. There we go. It has its own personal health bar. So here it is, boomerang power. Excuse me. This is the boss. I just fall. I got his boomerang power. I can throw the boomerang, and you know, interesting enough, how boomerangs work is they come back to you, right? Unless it physically hits the boss, it'll come back to you, and you like don't actually waste your power. So right here, I'm trying to get a hit on this boss. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait for this. Yep. There's a phase I'm gonna have to wait for. Should be up right here now. I'm gonna do lots of damage. And if I could hit him with a boomerang right there, I could knock him out of this phase. But that will require a charge shot. I'm trying to do it without. You can technically charge up and get a enhanced version of this shot. And with that enhanced version, oh, he got me. Interesting enough is if you actually paid attention to the Mega Man, the character, as his health bar gets lower, he becomes more and more out of breath. See, right now he seems fine. He's like sitting there, but watch my health bar as it gets lower. Mega Man will actually breathe harder and harder because he's like getting weakened, like in a weakened state. It's just a little small thing that I guess most people wouldn't pay attention to. Oh. See, it finally did it right. He's hanging on by his little tongue there, but the boomerang cuts it, and so it ends his mechanic, and that's what I was... Got it. And then if I cut the tongue, here we go. Now this one you just have to... You just went invisible. Oof. This is rough. Come on. Now the falling spikes there, those actually do hurt you, yeah. Yep, they do, definitely. You know, I'm sorry. I really should stop reading chat. Daring a fight. I'm trying to like do both, you know. Oh, sorry. I'm just yawning. Yawning. Don't mind me. I don't know why I'm so tired. I actually slept in today, I think. Like, I stayed up late, but you know, you like slept in and got like those extra hours you wouldn't normally have. You stayed up late. Like, I didn't like get up at like 8 a.m. early and then didn't get to sleep. It's where I stayed up late, but I slept in later. And so you would think you'd be fine. But it seems like even if you sleep in, you're just still tired. More and more tired. I guess. I guess it's the because you're not on a schedule or something. Yeah, it was because of I was watching one of my favorite streamers, Star Smitten. She was doing her they're in like Japan right now, and she was doing like, it was like, I guess they're taking turns or something, and it was like her turn, and I like love her content. Like her and X Chocobars, they basically did like this collab a while back called like We Were Here Forever, and I was staying up late watching the collab, and then as I like finished it, as I saw them beat it, I then saw the Japan stream started, and I'm like, oh, let me turn this on. And as you know, I'm like, oh man, it was like they finished like so late, 3:30, or I guess like 3:30 or 4 p.m. Japan time, and you can like convert it to whatever time zone you're in. And I think it's like 10-hour difference for West Coast, and like 13-hour difference for East Coast. And so just adjust your time accordingly, I guess. So whatever time it be. And so they were streaming it. And oh man, it was the best. It was the best.
Sleep.
Okay, so we're gonna continue on here. There we go. This is the aquatic level. And I wonder, you know, it'd be so funny if, with this, you can technically, because it's like a capture card thing, you can actually make your character move faster than it's supposed to. Like, I wonder, like, I can make the gameplay quicker. Because it's like an old game. You noticed here, I didn't go back to the boss level. The next boss, which was the... don't worry about it. Dying here is meaningless. You just like restart and stuff. I'm going back to basically pick up a power-up. So here we are. So that's the chameleon power right there. You see how it's a tri-shot? I have to wall jump a little. Okay. Gotta get these things out of the way. Here we are. Now then, here we go, kill this enemy. That was much quicker this time. Alright, it should be very close to here. I think it's after these platforms. Yeah, here it is. And what I need to do is right here, switch to wind. I break the windows actually, and in here I picked up an extra power-up thing. And you actually couldn't get that, you know, that power-up until after you beat this boss. So you physically have to go to this level a second time to get that power-up later. And there's a lot of stuff like that in this game. Hello, my cat. Chat, would you excuse me? My cat. My cat wants something. And so what I'm gonna try to do here, there it is. Why do you think this was? All that for the extra life. So this was the wrong one. There's another one I think you do here. There's another one you actually burn a night there to get another power up. So actually, let me see something. Can I just let me just help my cat real quick. Be right back. Alright, chat. Chat. I know you missed me. Yes, hello. My cat needed me. It was my civic duty as the owner. There he goes. Go back in the game. Let me click back in it. My civic duty as a cat owner to immediately address the needs of my cat. There we go, this is the one. Alright, now this is the scientist again, and the scientist is like, hey, I've discovered a new power. A super powerful helmet. And this helmet will let you destroy indestructible blocks that are now destructible, basically. So, see how it looks like I'm wearing better armor? You see, boom. Now, breaking those blocks doesn't do anything for you. It just, the game automatically did it to show you what the power can do. And so right now I just returned the title screen because there's no point of staying there. Okay, so let me go pick up something else. Now it comes a power-up run. I'm just going through and picking up the different powers. Like I was already here before. There's a power I need to pick up. I think it's actually more life, a life tank. So I probably should turn on wind power or something. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, the wind is the best at killing these enemies, essentially. You can pre-fire the wind power and it will carry over to the next scene. And it will keep going as long as you can keep moving your character fast enough to do it. You notice how this is like a fight that I skipped before. This is like a little mini fight. And you see how you hear that sound effect? It's like not really doing much, right? So if I change to a different power. There we go. Before it was literally doing 0 damage. See now? Oof. The fire power-up is actually doing a little. You see electricity? It's grounded because it's a machine. Not doing anything to it. See, because I hit it directly in the eye here, it kind of did a little damage. Oh, here we go. Here's the big one. Where the hell is this one? Oof. It's just barely reaching. It's so funny. It's actually hitting it when it spreads like that. It's hitting into the little tiny eyeball right there. That's the only way to hurt the boss, is hitting that little tiny red eyeball. The rest of the boss is immune to damage. And so this power-up makes it a lot easier because it breaks into multiple shots. So there's sometimes where it looks like it's not hitting it, but it is. Let me try this. There we go. And there's the visual indicator that's getting low. You see the smoke from the boss. Well, I guess it's a mini boss, really. So that jump mechanic there, if you were on the ground when the mini boss landed, you would be stunned. And then what the boss would do is like grab you with that little arm after you're stunned, and then slam you against the wall and pretty much kill you. So what I'm trying to do here is just show you the different powers in play. There is actually a preferred power you could use to kill this fight more quickly. But I'm trying to show you all the powers in combat because you rarely see them. Yeah, let's E-tank this. Like, you normally, once you get a power, you only use it that one time for that one fight because this is the boss's weakness and stuff like that. Now here's the dock again. So beating that extra tough mini boss now is going to give me another power up. This one, ooh, is the best. It's armor basically, and you see right here, I'm now take, I think it's 50% less damage from shots and damaging, you know, elements and stuff. I think it is 50%. It's like a huge reduction in damage. Now I can go back to the mammoth moth over here. Or maybe I should... Yeah, mammoth moth. Mammoth moth, yeah. I can go back to mammoth moth. What just happened? Did I cancel it? That's so weird. And there's another power-up as well. And you see how these machines, some of them are not on, that drop from the, right here. Drop from the little chute right here. That's because we defeated the electricity boss, and those machines aren't powered anymore. We turn the lights off, basically. I see those little bricks right there. You kind of just thought they was part of the level before, but now I have to do a forced jump. And your helmet, combined with your shoes, helps you get this power up. You can technically, if you're like super tryhard, you know, super hardcore, you could actually get this power up with just the shoes and without helmet. And you can do a couple boss fights really easy. And this should be the charge blaster. So it should let me do a pink charge. Yeah, here we go. And you can see this pink charge is now the equivalent of like basically the normal fire of a power. Like if I were to fire a normal ability one time, that's the same strength as the pink charge for a weakness. And so it's a very important mechanic, because now with this new enhanced charge mechanic, you see how it's shooting pink now, I can now combine that with my powers I've acquired previously and make a new special effect to help fight the bosses easier. And so I'll be showing that a little later. Like, it's really pointless to use on an enemy. Right here, I'll be honest with you. Like, using on these enemies right here would be extreme overkill. And so what I'm trying to do is fire a wind shot here, the tornado. And if I sprint quick enough, I don't have to fire another one. The attack continues on forever, as long as you keep scrolling to the right. But once it goes off screen, again, the game doesn't save, so it doesn't even know that you've just fired that shot. The game literally does not remember. The only thing that does remember is the variable for the meter. Okay, so I've destroyed the radar. And so because the radar of the submarine is destroyed, these shots don't lock onto you. Normally, if that little yellow golden radar that was aiming at you was shooting at you, got your location, shots would go directly toward you. It would be like homing. But because now it can't see where you're at, it's not home anymore. So it's just little things here and there in the game that you could play the game without knowing them, right? You could just go through the game and just be like, oh, I don't need to do this, or I'll just skip this mechanic, or whatever. Now I'm trying to see that this hasn't turned its light on yet. I killed it quick enough. So those would have homed onto me, but because it didn't turn on the light, it didn't activate that mechanic yet. So now I have wind tornadoes here to get me in the air. I've sunk that ship. Now I'm flying through the level here. Where is it? There it is. See, this creature right here can be killed quicker by the wind power because it attacks multiple times. So you can only hurt the head and the body, or not the head and the tail, I mean. The body is completely immune to damage. So the wind power is the best because it lingers on the screen. So it's very useful. It's actually extremely useful. There's like so many uses for this power up, to be honest with you. So now you actually, if you look right there, the enemy disappeared as I went through the door. It's because the game was loading a new section of the game, and it physically had to unload the old enemy because back then they didn't have a lot of memory to process the game. So that was his taunt at the beginning. If you didn't notice at the beginning, he like put his tentacles, he was pointing at you, and then he's pointing at the ground. He was like telling like, you, me, here, now. Like we're fighting basically. he wants to challenge me. But because there's no like voice acting or talking or anything like that, we have the dilemma. Ooh, I missed. Shoot. First shot. Missed again. Boom. Oh, so much damage. You can see how my pea shooter actually does good chunks of damage at certain points. Certain points in the boss's mechanic, it's actually better to just spam fire your pea shooter. Because if you take the time to actually charge it, you'll miss the opportunity to do the DPS. And so, thanks to the Cho Penguin power-up, oh, that was so good. I was able to get out of the tornado mechanic. Oh, nice, nice. Wow. Okay, that's just them. You can get homing torpedoes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You see it. And then that's the code you would enter if you had to like turn your console off. That is the code you would enter to get to literally this point of the game where you're talking to your friend here. Alrighty. So let me see. You see how in the middle there, it's a new fight. That's the new guy. So, but I do need to pick some stuff up first before I go there. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go through here. Hopefully, there's a power-up. I believe it's the one I skipped earlier with the when I needed Cho Penguin's power. I had it earlier, but I didn't have the enhanced blaster, so I couldn't do the mechanic I was talking about earlier where I make a platform. I was literally, when I said it earlier, I thought about it after the fact. And you see, look down here now. You see how this is flooded now? Isn't this interesting? We're in water now. Another way to get to it. Because we did the aquatic level earlier, now, remember I showed previously, it was not flooded. Now that I did the aquatic level, it is now flooded. And because you're in water, you have water physics where you go a little further. And so you could have actually done it when it was not flooded with Cho Penguin's power and the charge blaster. That's one way to do it. Or you could just do the aquatic level, like I did. Now, there should be something down here, taking an alternate route than my previous. Yep. It looks like I could have just went and got it, but because the I think I might have to. Oh, that is so annoying. I might have to go around some more. There we go. I had to cause the mechanics of the game to kind of do my boomerang in opposite direction. There we are. Okay. And so I think, I can't remember if there's another life in this level or not, but that was the, I'm sorry, the reserve tank. Yeah, I can't believe it either, yeah. Yeah, this game is actually outputting at 360p. Like, that is, yeah. I was talking about it earlier, that is literally the best it gets. Because that was 1993. That's all they had back then. Because that's what the TVs, when you watch TV back in that year, that is what the TV showed the image of, 360p. There was no 4K, 8K, 1080p, 60 FPS. None of that existed. Yep, the number of my, see the Mega Man's head there? Yep, that's my life count right now. Bonus lives. So. Ugh. Here we are. I'm trying to go through this. And then right here, I should be able to, yeah, just spam fire on him. Very annoying though. See, that was the charge shot. You saw the fire did a rippling effect on the ground. I want to show you this stuff off. Because, ironically, once you get the powers, you really don't use them much in the game. So I'm trying to just show you the different abilities as we go through. Like, even though it's not really necessary. So here we go. It's the one power, my like favorite thing. It destroys virtually everything on the ground here. Wow, I did not think he was gonna fall there. It looked like he had it, but then his little vehicle went too far and slid off. Here it is. Now you can, I believe you can actually use the boomerang to get this. This is the other way to getting it. Where you just use your hardcore skills and time your jump. Pixel perfect jump will have your feet grab the platform. And when you grab the platform, you can then wall jump up and get in there, right? Just like this. So now we got it. There we go. Good stuff. That's the code. And that code actually, interesting enough, includes all my power-ups and everything up to this point. So there was actually quite a lot of different number sequences they had to make. They basically had to have a save state, a developer save state for every power-up and ability in the game. So there are pretty much like 100+ different codes you can enter. But most people only care about the code that unlocks the game up to the point of the final boss. That's the code most people want. Because at that point you can enter a little cheat where it gives you the Hadouken power. And that Hadouken power lets you one-shot all the bosses. And literally it just looks like a fully charged shot. And then you charge it up. And then when it's fully charged, that is your Hadouken power. You fully charge it and you hit it against a boss, and it just looks like the pink power, but it charges like one more color. Is basically what it is, one different color. So we're going through here again. We're going to pick up a power up. It's a life upgrade, and we skipped it earlier, just because for the sake of time, instead of spending 20 minutes trying to get it the hardcore extreme way. I basically got the boomerang power, and I'm gonna grab it with the boomerang power. Remember, same thing again. The guy's on this platform here, the ladder and everything. And so I'm just trying to get through this quickly. I got my boomerang power. Oh boy, the unforgiving. I bet you this is where Getting Over It got this from. Falling down, stuff like this. I'm talking about the game Getting Over It, yeah. Homing missiles. Alright, here we go. See how they aim towards the enemy, make my life a little easier. Right, yep, here we go, get on this platform, homing missiles it. They go to the closest enemy. Almost there. There we go. And I think I can just take out that guy and come up. The tower climb is very long here. It's actually pretty far into the level now that I think about it. Here it is right here. It's the life upgrade. Pull up boomerang. It's gonna swing around like the other upgrade. Kind of just gotta get the angle right, and then boom. Our health gauge is now, it looks bigger. You see how big it is now? It's actually bigger than our ability gauge. So I'm just going to the main menu. Now we're going to Chill Penguin because of earlier, way back in the day, when I fought this level the first time. I didn't have half these powers or nothing, so everything's gonna be a whole lot easier. I had a lot more health now. But also, there was a platform I shut off both directions, the upper and lower direction. And the upper direction, they had like these little, I guess it was kind of like igloos, little short igloo looking structures, the green ones. those things can be destroyed by the fire power-up. And that fire power is going to allow me to get to an extra life upgrade. So that's what we're doing here. If you noticed earlier, I killed this spiny enemy here with spikes, the tires with spikes. I killed that earlier, but then when I went off screen for a brief second, it instantly respawns. There we go, get more meter for my power up. Very good, very good. Oh, excuse me. Oof, actually, I'm like so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I guess staying up really late is a bad idea, and then you stream the next day, but there we go. So this is the platform I'm talking about. See how you punch and it breaks? I'm just jumping off here. It lets me jump higher. Jump a little higher. I go to firepower. There we go. My life meter is now more. And I believe that, yeah, this was nothing. And you look to see, my reserve tanks have been filled up slowly. I have like 1.5 reserve tanks. One tank is a full life gauge. And so, basically, I think I'm missing one reserve tank now because there's 4 of them. I'm gonna go over here and get this reserve tank. I can't remember if that was... I think that's all the life upgrades. I don't remember. I'm pretty certain it is. My health bar looks pretty big enough. But we're going for the last reserve tank here. Oh wow, I got an extra life there. Oh, nice. Here we are. We were here before. Yes, I think it was. You could actually technically get this life upgrade over here. Now that I remember it. You could actually get it when it wasn't a frozen lava field. If you just sprinted through it real quick and took damage. You know, just like metered it, had enough health, and just ran through. That should be... If I climb up here... Notice how the game kind of entices you to kind of just skip this part of the game. Yep, see, falling down. It seems like the game's being unforgiving to you, but it actually just doesn't save. So I kill that enemy, and boom, it's instantly respawned. Kill this enemy, instantly respawn. There we are. Powered up homing missiles. Another life. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. I think I could have actually gotten this earlier, I just didn't. This is unfortunate. There we go. The 4th reserve, there we go. We have almost 2 of them fully filled. And now, what I'm hoping for is to fully fill them. Okay. So. Okay. There we are. And then now, I'm trying to remember, did I get everything? Okay, I got all the reserve tanks. I have all the power-ups, the suit power-ups. I could. I'm gonna check this level just to be safe. I'm gonna go through this level. But you see what I'm doing here right now is the bats. Remember what I mentioned earlier how bats are like the best way to farm health? Like they drop the most. Well, that's because they're super easy to kill. They get one shot by your wind power. And then you can collect these giant heals. Interesting enough, it doesn't matter how much power you waste farming right here. Anytime you start a level anew, it's going to fill the meter of all your power-ups to full. So feel free to fully use your powers and your abilities as you play on the level. Don't be afraid, thinking you won't have it for later or something in the next level you go to. It doesn't do that. And then, interesting enough, look, I just picked up a blue orb, which is going to give me more of my ability back I've just used to kill all these bags. Here we are, another big heal. It actually takes quite a lot of health. And the reserve tanks are key to winning the game. You pretty much, unless you, I guess you could use like a robotic input, like a computer to play for you. You have to have like the reserve tanks because you're gonna make mistakes on the final bosses and they're very unforgiving. Literally the final boss fights is you playing the game perfectly for like 15-18 minutes. That's like the final boss fight. And if you notice that little, I guess it's kind of Easter egg really, is depending upon the power I have out, it changes the color of the life. So you saw how Mega Man, it was like a green life up. Even though it looked like a different life up, it was actually like a green life up. So I'm just trying to farm here. The homing missiles is really nice. It kind of just makes your life a little easier. And because I'm taking advantage of the games off screen, farming another life up. That's actually really fortunate to be getting that many life ups. That's actually very uncommon. They don't come this often, really. And the whole point of farming these 1-ups, really, these extra lives, is you don't have to replay the level. Almost there. Yep, you will not have to replay the level. Wow, look at me go. Well, you betcha. Riding on that cart in real life and it's going that quick. You probably have a mini stroke. Skateboarders don't even go that fast. That thing is like a minecart with spikes on it. It's going insanely fast. There we go. Just progressing here. So these tire people is what really annoys me. Like they just like roll in your face and just do so much damage. And you notice how before I got the chest armor power up, they were doing way more damage to my character. I was taking literally it was 4 or 5 hits and I'm like dead. But now, thanks to the chest armor power up, I'm taking a massive reduction in damage. But to get it, you had to do the mini boss fight. It almost was as difficult as an actual boss. Got that one. Okay. Slowly going through here. See the chameleon's power that does the tri-shot? Kind of like kills the thing. It's awkward. What I wanted to do was get this HP. I wonder if it restarts it. Yep, here we go. I mean, you could have technically spent forever and ever wall jumping it and all. But it's sometimes just easier, especially because I'm streaming it. Like, if I was off stream, I probably would have tried to get up there for like 20 minutes or something. But because I'm on stream, I'm trying to not do the like really boring stuff in this game. Because there's like a super efficient way to play the game. There we go. And now I have to do this again. It should be on the third time. I should get the Hadouken. Is it Hadouken or Shadouken? I think it's the Hadouken. I think it's called the Hadouken. It basically was based off of a game called Street Fighter, way back when, where it doesn't appear there the first time, second time, but on the third time, if you like fly across here, I think it's third or fourth. And then I gotta kill myself again. It wasn't there that time. Which is kind of why I was farming lives a little earlier. You had to have a couple in the bank. And then we're just going through here again, trying to get it. Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys the full immersive experience. But it's, this Hadouken is gonna make the game so much easier. You one-shot everything. And you could beat the game without it, yeah? You really could. Oh, oh. Almost. I was blinking. My character was blinking a lot there. I think I'm really close to getting it. Come on. So we're just slowly going through it. I mean, I guess if you're a VOD watcher, you could skip past this part, because it's just me killing myself over and over again, trying to get the Hadouken power. There it is. We got it. I give you a special present. And interesting enough is there's no actual save code for the Hadouken power. If you pick up the Hadouken power, there's no actual save code. Like, you can't enter a code later to get this back. You actually have to redo what I just did over and over and over again. Alright, here we go. We're ready to do the boss levels now that we have Hadouken. This means a fully charged shot is like the Hadouken blast, and it one-shots everything, even bosses. Now, of course, these are like random enemies, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna take the time to Hadouken all this crap. It would be forever. Alright, here's the fun part. Yeah. Platforming. The love-hate relationship here. Yep. So if you like turned off your console right now, you would lose Hadouken and all, but you would keep everything else. So this is good. This is good right here. Ooh, a life. I'll take it. It'll make up for that death I had earlier. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate these enemies. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh Jesus. No! These enemies are built to be obnoxious. Their whole goal is to just screw you over. That's what they did when they made those enemies. They said, how can I make your life miserable? Okay, I'll make these enemies that move, like knock your character off this very tiny platform that's just barely big enough. And yet, I have to climb up here a lot. It's not easy. Okay. Like, the amount of enemies up here. Okay. Okay. You notice how I'm, like, changing colors like this? The fully charged chameleon power means the enemies won't see you. I know, it's crazy. But that's the chameleon power. Remember during the boss fight, chameleon was going invisible. See? See? We're now doing that same effect. We're going invisible. We're phasing in and out. As soon as the phase ends, yep. Oh, unfortunate timing. Thankfully, my health meter. Yep, here we go. I got chameleon power again. Okay, it's not that bad. Not that bad. See how that literally went through the enemy. But because I went through it the one time, it uses up your chameleon meter. Pretty much. I'm running out of meter now. But it does make this part a little easier. So we're going to switch to a different power. Our old favorite. Okay. It's wind power. And then I believe, yep, and that should give me chameleon meter power. So when I pick up the blue orb, it should give me power back for the chameleon power I just used all the way up. Alright, remember this guy before? Right. Remember how he was in that mecha suit? This is like what his body looks like before. And so basically I have to sit here and listen to the sound effects of the boss. You can kind of hear them too fighting right now. They're like going crazy. And then when we finally show up, because they ran ahead, we're gonna now see what happened. Oh no, our friend wasn't strong enough. And he got captured in that cage there. Okay. What's a good one to use on him? There you go. This ice will bounce off the wall one time, so it's gonna be able to hit him off screen too. So even though I shoot to the right and it looks like it just disappears, it's actually hitting an invisible, wall off screen and bouncing back the other way. Alrighty. Perfect. Come on. Go back to regular gun. And look, you see how much that heals? It's amazing. Perfect. I healed myself up the last second to make this next part easier. So now my friend's gonna sacrifice himself. He's gonna overcharge his suit, causing him to explode, throwing him off. But look at this, right? He no longer has the suit. And when you get to see how weak he actually is. There we go. Doesn't matter. He kind of looks like so strange. Like a person with a hand cannon on his head. There you go. Let's switch to a new power. Perfect. I think I wasted some. Shoot. Come on. He did a capture mechanic. Ah, missed it. Shoot. Almost. Charged electricity made the larger electric shocks. Thankfully I can do this while CC'd, stunned. Homing missiles, making this fight way easier. Which is, I guess technically his weakness. But this is, yes, a mini-boss. And then we'll later get to a boss in this level. Now we're gonna go find our friend. Oh no, how are you doing? Are you okay? Ah! Oh. Oh no, he phased out. Alright. See what I jumped on there? How I quickly passed that section of the game. There was tiny little springboards like in Mario. And if you land on them perfectly, you will actually skip the entire section. There. You don't have to wait on the lasers or anything. So, oh boy.
Sleep.
Let's get up here. I'm coming up. Yep. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, friends. Now I'm using chameleon power again. And you saw how that enemy actually hurt me that time? It's because my meter was empty. Even though I was blinking, I had no meter left on my chameleon power. And so, because I didn't have a... Wow, that's a lot of healing here. Didn't have a meter left, I actually took damage. Perfect. You see how they keep respawning. I have to do it right. I can't keep falling here. I need to actually get ahead. So what I'm doing now is exploiting iframes. I'm taking damage intentionally, iframing through the enemy. I'm invincible. Remember this guy? Long time ago. Because I have all these powers now, it's easier. Remember before how you'd like basically teleport like crazy and fly around? Oh boy, I'm out of juice. Come on, you. Reveal yourself. There we go. And charged up fire. Perfect. So I ran out of missiles, but you know, that was his weakness. Before he was like flying around like crazy and being really obnoxious. Now, we got it taken care of. Oh man, you see his little shell? It's actually like a hard hat. There we go. I just had to switch to win at this point. It was just so annoying. See all the enemies on the left? They respawn. There we go. Pick this up for lightning. That's good. Interesting enough. I always thought it did for all of them. Alright, this is like the first boss. This is like the first final boss of the game. And it's like if you're in Warcraft, this is like the first fight in the raid, essentially. So you can see this spider, you can actually look at the lines, and it has a scripted path it takes every time. Basically, anytime the spider goes down the little blue line, if there's an option to go across the green line, which you see, kind of hard to see there, but if there's an option to go across the green line, the spider will always take it. So starting right there, there's a line at the end. This one right here is going to go up, 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 over, 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 and see, because there's a lot more in the middle there, it's way more. It moves a lot more. Alright. Slowly work it. Basically, the only time you can hurt it is when the little eye on the back of the spider opens up. It's a mechanical spider, it's not real, it's a machine basically. But... Woo! Okay. Let me just reserve tank it. Good stuff. Charge shot it. Missed. Oh well. Very good, very good. Oh, that was huge damage, huge. Oh, huge chunks. One more charge shot and he's dead. That's how powerful this thing is. There we go. Woo! Alright, it's like the first raid boss of many. Ooh, there's the game loading. We did it! There's our little code for progress at this point. Now we go to the same level again. And it's basically kind of like a different looking boss level. You see how it's platforming as you did before, similar enemies. We're slowly going through it. You see how the bat followed me? Because it continued to the next screen. Excited. Now we should have another boss fight again. Remember Cho Penguin? He's back. basically we get to go through the fun of refighting all the bosses again. But this time, we have all the powers. And with all the powers, we can use their weakness on them and stuff like that. Most times, I kind of just like doing it the old-fashioned way. There we go. You can see how much Chill Penguin just freaks out when you do a firepower on him. There's like an extra animation of being stunned. Well, I'm surprised that didn't work. I thought the ground fire would hit him. Yep, after you hit the boss, yeah, exactly. After you hit the boss, they blink a little. And that means they're immune to damage until the blink part ends. Yep, there we go. Good. Yes, good, good, good. Continue on. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Get out of here. Oh. The mecha has a health bar, so I don't have to worry about my health bar now. And you see how it's like trying to jump to get me. It's really funny. But I'm off. Interesting enough, look how there's two paths here. Kind of like pick your poison, easy path, hard path. But they vary the difficulty based on the enemies in the path. That's 0 lives left. Oh man. There we go. You can see how this does way more damage on the boss here because all 3 beams are hitting it. I shoot it and then all 3 hit. It's like getting 3 shots off at once. I killed it before it even started its phase, its dive mechanic. And we'll continue onward. Thankfully, you can use the control. Here we are, onward and upward. Come on. There we go, got the blue orb. And then I kill this thing. Perfect. Now I'm going through the double doors now, which basically means another boss fight. We kind of have a little low HP. Ah, you see right here. Every part of this boss, the 2 eyes and the nose right here, has the health bar. The thing is, if you destroy one of them early, like if you destroy, like focus all your damage on like the eye by itself early, you can actually stop that mechanic of the eye from occurring anymore. I'm more slowly living here. There we go, you see? That eye took enough damage to finally get destroyed. That eye took enough damage to finally get destroyed. Now let's let's heal up here. Come on. There we go. If you notice at the bottom of the spikes that I just landed on, flattened. Because otherwise it would have, I guess, could have possibly killed my character. So late for me. That's boss number 2, or raid fight number 2, you know what I mean? Okay. Now we're real close. Got a mini boss here. Remember Armadillo again. Remember its weakness. Boom, you put, oh wow. Put a little lightning on him. Armor is gone. Boom. This time I have the charged version of lightning now. So I can actually introduce you a new mechanic to the lightning, which actually creates a thunderbolt. Kind of like Pikachu does in Pokemon. He does like thunder. That's what this charge shot does. So if he's in the air like so, it doesn't matter anymore. But if during his air, you could have actually hit him with the thunder as he's flying around. But that's really difficult to do, so I just skip it and just do like the easier way to do the fight. Trying to get enemies killed here. There we go. I just filled up the reserve tank some more. That's the whole reason why I run through and grab more and more and more of the powers. Remember Chameleon? Okay. Oh gosh. Whoa, there it is. I finally charged and did it. There we go. And then when it comes out, boom, you saw the giant green boomerangs come out. Those do absurd damage to it. And also they're slightly homing. But they only home for, looks like about 2 swings. And then here we are again. Boom. Boom. Okay. Going out. Okay. Here we are. Charge it again. He comes down. You just kind of gotta follow the flow of the mechanic. See how difficult it is to hit him with the boomerang unless you're on the wall. There we go. Boomerang power up. Just destroyed him. This door opens. There we are. There we go. I had to have the boomerang power, but I was able to pick up the supplies there. We got Sparky, aka the Christmas tree. Again, freezing him will interrupt all his abilities, except during the period where he has iframes. So because he froze, he fell down, he no longer was jumping, and he's dead. You can really see the benefit of, yeah, we're almost done. We're like steaming through it. As long as we can kill the boss fight without wiping a bunch of times, we're probably like 15 minutes away or something like that. Oh, excuse me. Oh. It's funny, like you go to yawn and stuff, and you like predict where you need to move your character. Alright, here's the aquatic level, aquatic fight. There is his taunting animation again. Very good. The giant tornado he makes pulls you in a little. Remember Armadillo, how he bounced around the level and the little spear? Same, there's the power. The spear goes around the level. Multiple times. That's so obnoxious. If you didn't realize, he just drained like a good chunk of my health to heal himself. Yep. And he basically does that from the tornado power. That's why you can't be near the tornado. If he lands on you during that tornado, he's going to drain your health. So I'm trying to get some pew-pew damage in. Last second. I'm wildly firing just the uncharged shot because of the... Oh shoot, that could have killed him. The spam of skill shots he's shooting off at me. There we go. There we go. Jump, jump, jump. This will be fun. If I had Boomerang here, I could have grabbed an extra life, but it's like, what's the point? Maybe I can get. Wow, I'm so close to dying here. Guess I'm gonna have to take the time to farm some health. I know. Yep. It's a secret. That part up there looks like spikes that would hurt you. I didn't want to say it because I just wanted to show it. Those spikes up there looks like they're gonna hurt you. No, no. They're it's kind of like an Easter egg secret. I mean, you could have used the boomerang power and got it. If you just like didn't know. But I didn't. Okay. Almost dead. You can also see the considerable less damage I am taking from the bosses. Originally they did crazy damage to me. They're like boom, boom, boom. Alright. Should be the, yep. This is like the next raid in the tier of bosses. So those things are technically independent of each other, but when they combine together, they do lots of damage. Especially when it falls on you and crushes you. Come on. Oh, he's doing a mechanic here. Ooh, this is rough. Oof. Trying to use ice to spam damage on him. Yep, there we go. Alright, this should be the end of this boss level right here. And then we have another one after this. And of course, at the end of every level, you get a full heal and full power-ups and everything. So we got the cheat code there, aka the developer save state. And this should be the final one. This is the save state that most people just use, so they don't have to play the game. They're just like, oh man, I almost messed it up. They pretty much enter that code and boom, they start the fight. Alright, here we go. The floor closes. So here's the boss. They talk a lot. But first we have to start fighting it. It's a mechanical dog. Then we fight the boss. Then we have a special phase after that. Okay, do you see how it died instantly? This is what we've been saving it for. That's pretty cool. You see how it died instantly? It's the Hadouken. It one-shots everything. But I was saving it for the, because it'd be boring if I just Hadouken the entire level. And so I was saving it for the final boss of the game. There we go. I get on this armor here. Yeah. Basically, it's difficult to Hadouken this part because I have to hit at the little head up there. Okay. Come on. Come on. I'm literally saving the tanks for this. Try and do it just right, because you have to charge the Hadouken and have it ready. And then you have to throw it at the appropriate spot. But you can see there's a lot going on here, and I can't just straight shoot the boss. Okay, that was not a Hadouken. Oh, that was good, that was good. Wasn't fully charged, though. But, you know, damage is damage. Alright. Using the armadillo power here, try to speed this up. Dodge the fire beam of death. Boom. Boom. Great. Almost. Yeah, this is the final boss of the game, yes. Interesting enough, if you you die on the third phase of the boss, you have to redo phase 1 and phase 2. It like doesn't remember. Come on. Oof. Dodge this. Yikes. Dodge that. Get out of my way. You can see the new mechanic the boss is doing here. It's because the boss is very low. That's a good way to tell if you're about to beat something. If they suddenly change their mechanics. Looking at the health meter on the right, you can see, that's the important thing. And fire this. Oof. Okay, okay. Alright, let me just try to one-shot this, yeah. This is what I was talking about earlier, chat. You have to be perfect. Perfect, perfect. You see all these mechanics going on, you have to do the fight perfectly. That's good. Oof. Yes. Got it. Now he's like, oh no, you killed me. He does that villain taunt thing. Or, I'll get you next time. Alright, and that's the boss stage. You know, somehow killing that boss destroys the entire universe over there and it crashes into the ocean. And that was like the goal of the game. Congratulations. Now we have the credits here. The wars in it. Okay, so this is kind of explaining the plot of the game. Because literally they have had no time to explain plot to you in this game. Except the limited interactions of the dialogue with your buddy. Now this is what's going to happen, kind of what happens next time. Like next time on Mega Man X. You know, the story continues onwards. Was there another way? Ah. I'll just let you read the plot. It slowly goes and goes and goes. Yep. Yep. Oh, thanks, chat. Yeah, a little over 2 hours if you minus the delay. I had some delays earlier. I had to pause, you know. My cat needed me. My friend needed me. Helped them earlier. But the little delays here and there. So that's pretty good. Maybe with an X-Buster on his hands only knows for sure. Dot 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 dot. Dun dun dun. Yes. I believe there's a post-credit scene. I probably should have said that at the start of the credits, but here we go. This is kind of cool, I think. I'm pretty certain the developers just recorded the first level and they removed all the enemies and had Mega Man X just run through it, and they were going to use that as their credit scene. Because this is it's cutscene basically, yeah, this part, yeah. And back then, cutscenes was in-game, because your cutscenes was literally just your in-game engine. There was no special engine for pre-rendered cutscenes or stuff like that. You just recorded someone literally playing the game, and then instead of letting the player play the game, you just play that as the cutscene, and they integrate the credits on top of it. That's literally how they did it back then. So if you don't tell, this was a great way to show off the cast. So that's the point. You're gonna see all the cast right here. And if you look at it, we're on a highway running. We're kind of like running home right now, because remember we just was on that ledge and we just got off that platform that sank, so we don't have a vehicle. So we're running it. Running home, running home. Spark Mandrill. Oh my gosh. Boomer. We're going. That's what his name was, Vile. I was trying to think about his name the entire game. There's Sigma, of course, that's what we thought. 0. 0, 0, 0. And now I'm charging my blaster up. This is the devs doing it, not me. It still look cool. And you, as Mega Man X. Yay! We did it! Now that was showing the characters, and now we see the staff. Look at the programmers. 4 developers. That's how things were done back then. Designers. You're gonna see some overlapping names here. just kind of look out for it. Illustrations. Those are the people who made the assets. Sound and all. See how they do the credits here? They just scroll and pause it for a second. I kind of find it interesting. And in the newer days, they have like a continuous scroll. I'll let you read it. Now, they like scroll it really quick, pause for a second, and let you read it. And then you go up and on and on and on. It's thanks to Capcom and all staff. Thanks for playing. Presented by Capcom. Mortal Kombat. There we go. And this should be the post-credit scene right here. Now, I'm pretty certain they intentionally made this scene like a really long time in hopes that you turned your console off and missed it. Like, I think that's what their hope was. Because look how long you have to wait. And then here we go, the scene activates. Ah, you see, we destroyed his body, not his head. He's a machine. Sigma. And he's gonna pull like a supervillain move where he's gonna find someone to make him a body. He's gonna hop in it and come the next villain later on. Next game, and next game.
Sleep.